私を本気にさせたお前が悪いのさ。なめんじゃないよ。体が熱い。力が目覚める。奥義ドラゴンドレッド。バルキリーアナトミア。
Hello guys, this is ScherBR talking, and in today's video let's talk about Aelia, the free card that were given 2 days ago. We can check the login bonus here and see that she was given on the first day. That says that's the beginner login bonus, but well, we're not so sure yet if this beginner login bonus will stay for new players to come or if it's just time limited and we're getting this on the first 7 days of the event. But, well, she's a very good character and we need to talk about how good she is because she's been given for newcomers, but also veterans, and she kind of competes in a good amount of characters because of her element and weapon of choice. You can see that she's from the Great Sword weapon and she's also from Fire. Well, she faces a lot of competition on this slot because, well, I have Arngrim and Malvina. But there's other characters that I don't have in these. They are the Arngrim F, the Arngrim from the future. There's Tyla, there's also on the fire element and Great Sword, and there's also another character that we just got, and it's Cliff. Cliff is also a Great Sword user from the fire element. Well, this is a lot of competition to be. It's the highest competition in the moment. There's no other combination that has just so many characters on this lot. But so because of it, Aelia needs to shine to be a word character to be used, and she shines. And I need to explain why. We just need to check her skills and understand some things. I will remove all her equipment so we can see her status. Well, there's something I understand about this, the way that status works in this game, and the thing is, you can check how much status your character will reach if you just upgrade him to from level 1 to level 50. I will show you how I did this by using Cliff as a standing point. Well, Cliff has this starting status, and when we use the experience speed to raise his level to level 50, look at what we can get. This increase in status, when multiplied by 2, it's the final level 99 status of your character. But, well, I do have the numbers for Aelia based on the Japanese wiki site, and she reaches 1.3k attack. It's 1334 on her physical attack. It's better than Arngrim on this regard, and probably the highest of all the characters here on this specific weapon and element type. And her defense is very high as well. She reaches 1030 defense on her level 99. It's very, like I said, she's most defensive character, but her mag defense reaches only 618. Well, but she has something to back up this stuff, especially defensive. When we click on her orbs, we can check her skills. And the first skill is the Dragonate Awakened. And it's a Rage type of skill, similar to Arngrim Rage or other characters that also have Rage, but it has a different name. It has the same description, increases attack at the start of each of your turns. We can check Arngrim here, it's the same description. But Rage has the percentage it increases by the start of each of your turns. Aelia the game doesn't say how much it increases. And that's only speculation level for us. The Japanese wiki site doesn't have the correct values as well. I will try in the future to determine all the bonus that all characters have so we can measure them correctly, but not right now. I don't have this time right now. It takes a lot of testing and I can't do this right now. But in the future I'll be doing this as well. And well, let's just give a look on her orb again. And besides this one that acts like Rage, I'm betting it is better than Arngrim Rage because it has a different name. Usually they create a different name for better stuff, so they can compare the same. Second one is called Dragon Scale, and it greatly increases defense and mind. I don't know why they keep using the word mind, but mind is mag defense, okay? So it greatly increases defense and mag defense. And well, this is good because besides her physical defense being naturally very high, We also have her potential force, and she has the same, very similar to Arngrim. There's some difference between her and Arngrim, and I will be talking about it, but here on the notes, it's the same stuff. You can get 50 here and 60 here, just like Arngrim can. We can compare Arngrim here too. So I will just open this right now. See, Arngrim has the basically the same, at least for status, buffs than Aelia. So she can raise this even more, so she can be very high on defense, and the skill will benefit itself for natural status being higher than before. Okay, so now we can check the final skill, and it increases critical hit damage and lower the enemy guard chance. Well, I don't really care about lowering the enemy guard chance because not many bosses have this mechanic, and well, it's kind of in the way of a better skill. But she increases critical hit damage. It doesn't say greatly increases, so it's not a good increase, just like when compared to the Fullmetal Alchemist Brothers. But it's got some value here. We can check the potential force and understand something. While she doesn't have any way to raise her critical hit chances, her potential force is better than Arngrim in this regard when we compare, because she can get 5% critical hit rate plus. You see here it's 5% and 15% critical hit power, critical hit damage. They keep changing names, I don't know why, but this is it. And when we open Arngrim, we'll see that's very different. Or even Cliff. Cliff has similar stuff, but look, he only increases critical hit rate by 3% and critical hit power by 10%. When we compare this to Arngrim, Arngrim has the same as Cliff. Same stuff, 3% and 10% critical hit power. So Aelia has a step up on this stuff. She has more critical hit chances at base, but she's better used on squad that already has high chances of critical hit damage and chance. There's the party skill called Easygoing, and Easygoing will help you with that. Especially if you're using her with Leon, a good character that will be released on the next 4 days. And so you can increase her critical hit chances. And it's important to raise the critical hit chances from Aelia because she has very high multipliers, both on her normal attacks and on her purified attack. We'll talk about this in some minutes, okay? Let's just finish this stuff. Well, like I said, you have to probably wait. You use your orbs to increase the first, that's the purple skill, and also the black and the red, but focus first on the purple and then less focus on the black and red, okay? And well, she has a unique orb, but you can't summon it yet because she's not on any banner. She was just given, it's a little out of order. She was released one of the last characters of the first generation in the game. She's also still an E-activate character, she's not an F-activate character. But when we get to summon her orb, we'll check this better. But just giving her description, her orb only raises physical and flame damage. When they say it deals more physical and flame damage, it's a multiplier on the end, so it doesn't increase her attack. If it did, it would be just way too overpowered. Why? I need to show you guys how she performs on the stage. And well, I gave her a slot on my squad. I don't have anything else equipped. Let me just go to the first stage in the game. I'll click next. Okay, no, I won't be bringing anyone. Before we go into this stage, let's talk about her attacks. Well, Aelia is a character that has 3 attacks, like most characters, and the first attack is a one-hit attack. She launches her lance to an enemy. It is very... can easily miss some small enemies, but all other enemies can hit just fine. Then she has the round kick. The round kick is just a slight, a type of kick that she launches the enemy a little upwards, and this round kick has 2 hits, and there's the spiny edge, and spiny edge is 5 hits. It's from the fire element. It's very reminiscent of the original Valkyrie profile game. It's just a 3-dimensional version, and well, it's very good. Her best attack is the spiny edge. You see that her normal Skews doesn't have anything related to fire, so she could be used for other elements, but not exactly, because like I said, her best attack is the spiny edge, and the spiny edge can be converted. Her orb as well increases fire damage, and also her purify attack is from fire. It's better to focus her on fire than some other characters that can be converted. And well, let's just go to the stage. Before I forgot something here. Her purify attack is called Dreaded Dragon. It doesn't have a special animation, but she turns into a dragon and attacks the enemy, and the damage from this stuff here is way overpowered. Like in the Valkyrie profile original game, she also had a very high multiplier, not the best, but still one of the best in the game, and it happens here as well. So she's a good character when you're using event weapons, especially if it's a great sword from fire, because you can just spam purify attacks and do a lot of damage, besides only doing damage with the action skill. And her normal attacks also do a lot of damage, so she's also a good character to be used for increasing the number of attacks. But she doesn't have many hits, so you have to always remember that. Let's just enter the stage, and we can check better. Well, I forgot to equip her. Sorry, I need to go back here, so we can check the status better. We always go to the first stage, so we can just ignore the defense of the enemy. The defense of this first enemy must be very loaded. It can be ignored. Okay, I'm also bringing healing so I can show you guys how much damage her purify attack will do. I will be using the Ignite Sword as a main, and this other stuff as a sub-weapons. Because the first battle sword has the Kendo Primer 2, it will increase the attack by 100 if it triggers, because when it's used as a sub, it may not trigger at all. Okay, we can go to the stage now, and we'll check if the bonus attack will trigger or not. And first, like I said, I don't have any party skill equipped. There's nothing going on here. She's the only character with equipment. There's no party skill, nothing to raise her damage even beyond this base attack. So this is best for us to calculate. She triggered the Kendo Primer 2 times, so she has now 5.9k attack. It won't show here because it never shows. It triggered 2 times, so as a sub it will increase its 100 points. So let's just attack. You see she did 60k damage against this enemy. I didn't want to do this. And well, she not even 60k attack, and she did 60k damage. So the multipliers of Aelia are beyond 10 times multiplier, okay? 10 times her attack as a damage with normal attacks if it's 3 normal attacks. It's a lot of damage for a character that it's from the first generation of the game. So that's she does even more damage than Thor. Thor also has some good multipliers, but she breaks him easily. Okay, so now we can just go to this enemy here and raise the bar and try another time so we can check if the damage is still around 60k. This time you see the Kendo Primer didn't trigger, or I just didn't notice. But the damage was around 61k, almost 61k damage. She really has a very high multiplier for her normal attack. So now I will just be using her Purify attack. I hope I can just make the Purification Guard reach the max. Another stuff is her attacks kind of raise a lot of Purification Gouge. I was not able to. I will have to come back to the stage.
快感
It's good to raise the Purify attack, gouge, and her damage will be very high. I will show you guys. Like I said, she has no warp, nothing that will make her attack better. She did use it, the Great Sword Primer 1. I forgot to say this. So she has, right now, 5.9 attack. And on the past run she had 6k attack. So her multiplier is probably 10 times. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's just attack again. There was no critical hits, and this time was 59k. It's common because, well, there's variation of damage. So 10 times multiplier is very high for this point in the game.
世はブルネリア公国女王マルバイナ。忙しいことだな。おのがみをわきまえよ。
So let's try it. She only triggered her Great Sword. Boost damage.
あたしよ。あら。やっ。たまにはマジに行ってみる?
So well, let's just check again. She now has 5.8 attack, but the Ignite Sword also has the Great Sword Primer that will increase it by 100. And we have two First Battle Swords that have a 50% chance of triggering and adding 50 points to attack as well. Let's just check on the start of the battle so we see how much attack she will have. It only triggered the Great Sword Primer 1. So she will have 5.9k attack, okay? Let's just keep this in mind and use her normal attack and see how much damage she will do. You see, it was 60k damage. So this only by this attack we can check that she did around 10 times the multiplier damage of her normal attack. So 10 times the damage of the attack she has. We'll try this again. This time was 58k. There's variance on the damage in the game, it's always happening. But even if we take the variance into account, her multipliers are very close to 10 times. It's the highest I've ever saw. She's way better than Hakori. Hakori has around 8, same as Rebecca has around 8.5, and also Odin. This is the only characters that I keep track of it. I will be doing a list with all the multipliers. I will have to test everyone, but not right now. I don't have this time right now, but I will do this in the future, okay? So now we can check the damage from Aelia. Purify attack. I need 2 bars because she's the second character. So let's check the damage. See, it was 71k damage. So it's around 12 times the multiplier for her Purify attack. I can't be sure right now. I need a lot of testing to understand the variance damage of it. but it's only for us to understand how strong she is, and she is very strong. She doesn't have a special animation for her Purify attack, but she doesn't even need it because it's so strong. It's even stronger than some Valkyries, okay? So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show how powerful Aelia is and how good of a character she is by being handled to new players. Even veterans can make something out of her, and even more if they have a good great sword of the fire element, okay? So thanks for watching this so far, and I hope this was helpful in any way, and we see each other on the next video. Bye.